Good morning, everyone. So today I'm going to show you a few of the items that Spellbinders put out for their club kits for April. So thank you so much. Spellbinders did send these items free of charge from my review, and all opinions are my own. And any links I have in the subscription box, will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. So there's some common questions I get. So basically, if you can switch your club kit, or if you can skip, or how to add something. And I have other videos on how to do that, so I will put that information in the description box, a link to maybe to one of the videos that I kind of go over those kind of things. It's very easy. If you jump over, let's say, with one of my links, you're going to choose the clubs that you would like if you're new. And you'll sign up, and basically it's just going to charge you on the same day of every month, whatever day you sign up on. And if you skip before that, you can go into your portal, you can play with it, you can change the club type. All those things are all done in the portal very easily online. And you can modify and do all those kind of things. And then you get 10% off the site with your club kit. Doesn't matter which club you sign up for. If it's just the stamp, maybe just a small die, go for the whole thing, the works, or however the total package, whatever it is you sign up for. And the 10% will reflect on the site if you are logged in. Okay, so even if you use my link, you jump over there, let's say, and then you're shopping or whatever. Obviously, you're gonna log in before you check out, or log in as soon as you get there. And the prices you see will reflect the 10% on pretty much everything. There are some things that don't have it, but you can see about that when you get there. So for this month, I have the items that Spellbinder sent. I am signed up for the small die of the month and the glimmer, but that comes in later because I'm signed up on the first, but obviously they have to ship it and things. So these are the items that Spellbinders has sent to me. I have the card kit, which is called Sincerely Yours. I will unbox it. And I think today I'm going to work on the large die of the month, which is called Universal Curved Border Set, and the Dahlia dimensional doily, which is the APG of the month. So I'll show you really quickly here. The curved, look at this, you guys. Oh my goodness. This is the large die of the month right here. It is basically, you can use it on any card size. It doesn't matter. Obviously, you can put this on any border, but it's a nice slimline size. So let me actually measure it. And what I was thinking about doing is maybe a mini slimline with it, just so you have that idea. But this is 8 1/4 inches wide, okay? And some of them are an inch deep, some are half an inch deep, a quarter inch, it just depends. But as you can see, what they do, you can stack them up in different ways. Like this piece cuts in, but it won't cut the actual border. But if you want the border cut, you can use this one, you can use this one, you can use this guy, along with that guy. That would be very lacy. However you want to use it. I mean, look at the little flowers. And then they include extra flowers that you can make little accents, here and there with, which is really sweet. I also have the clear stamp of the month that Spellbinders had sent, and I'll show it to you right now because it really echoes the large die of the month, as you can see. Of course, you can use this on anything. If you want to make a background, build up a background that's just wavy, but keep going, so it'll have a wave, but it fills up your whole paper or your whole card front. You can definitely do that. What's really sweet is we have well, let me put it this way. We have hello. The words are facing this way. Happy birthday, thank you. And hopefully you can notice if you stamp happy birthday, it'll go into the curve in some of these areas, or like the thank you. So they're made to nestle kind of into those curves. We have this little branch, and it's hard to see here. And then you have these little pieces that you can put in different colors and stamp your little branch. Really, really cute. So again, the stamp of the month is a photopolymer stamp, and it's $10, you guys. Really, really great stamp of the month to get into. And this is the APG. So this one's a little bit different, and maybe by now you might have seen a sneak peek because it is the first. And actually, since it is the first, when you click on any of the links, that'll show you obviously this month's sets. What Spellbinders does, usually about a day or two, they do a blog where they show an unboxing of the card kit, but they show little glimpses or glimmers of the other card kits. So you might have seen this. This is again, the Dahlia dimensional doily is what they call it, but it makes like a really cool, kind of different type of design where you're gonna layer things in together, like nestle the pieces in together. That makes like a flower shape, and we'll talk about that obviously when I go over it, or you can check it out already, like I said, on their site. This does make a rolled flower, and then we have petals, leaves, a little doily edge kind of thing. This is a bonus die that basically you're going to fold this on its own, and it makes a really cool petal shape, but we'll talk about that. And this really nice panel that's a nice size. So those are the large and APG, and I'll go over those. Oh, I'll do the large die today. And so yeah, so this is the card kit of the month. Again, sincerely yours. So I'll go through it quickly. And that way too, when we do the video for this, we've already gone through all the items. But I'll just go through it really quickly. I'm not going to open everything up. But it always comes with a carrier sheet. Everything comes with a carrier sheet. Of course, my examples don't because it's a little bit different. But you'll have at least some idea of how to use, especially like that Dahlia set and things like that. Oh, look at this. The little envelope. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me go through the paper pad really quickly just because those are always nice to check out. Sincerely Yours paper pad. And look at the ledger paper, which I love. I always love ledger paper. Little telephones. It's very sweet. Little floral patterns. Let's see. A little small like bouquet pattern, that cool geometric looking. Some plaid. We have really cool just kind of a background, the little pink with the white dots. Oh, look at this one. Looks like little stamps or like rickrack. Really cute. Foiled kind of grid paper. Little hearts. Really sweet leaves, like gingham or plaid. Really, really nice. So cute. Look at that one, like little daisy chain, or for the halos kind of thing. Wood grain, the little birds. Another foil one with the daisies. That's so pretty. And then there's 2 of each, so it goes back to repeat that. We have some blue sequins. Of course, our adhesives they always include. The dies here, super cute. As you can see, there's a ton of dies. It's the little envelope maker. And I just noticed this. The envelope has dimension to it. That is so cute. So it pops up a little bit, and then that's the back of it to make it easy to work with. And then we have all these little flowers and stems and little centers and everything for your flowers. So cute. Tons of die cuts always. I see that more of that ledger paper and the little flowers. Really cute colorway. Stamp set. And look at this, the little rainbows that are taken apart so you can make actual rainbows with actual different colors. That's one thing I've noticed. Sometimes you have a stamp and it's a rainbow and you're like, okay, well, how am I going to do this? Because it's, you know, so I've done modeled ones or you kind of mix the colors, but this is really sweet. You can layer it up. And then we have all these little sentiments that you can definitely stamp inside the mug. That would be really cute. And then again, that little postal look. It says hello there. Really sweet layered stickers. Look at those. It's like an acetate in the background. How cute. Really nice white puffy stickers. I always want to call them jet puff stickers. So cute. And then of course you always have your card bases, 10 of them, and then our paper pack. So what I'm going to do, of course, papers that coordinate back with, look at this. Oh, that's so beautiful. That fuchsia, that blue, that gold all together. Looks really nice. Lavender, of course, pink, a deep yellow, a light blue. I might skip some here, but there's green and darker green. I like to have a couple different greens for your florals, for your leaves. So I'm going to grab some paper and we will get started with the large die of the month. Okay guys, so I mentioned, I think I'm going to do a mini slimline. We'll do some stamping and we'll do some layering with these. So I have a card here. This is heavyweight card because I'm going to use alcohol ink markers. You can use watercolor. You can use whatever you like to color in your images. But this is 7 by 6. And so what we're going to do is on the 7-inch side score it at 3.5 again to make a mini slimline. So let me just get this here. And just make sure you're on the right side. I always double check that because they're so close in 7 by 6, you know. So 3.5 and we're at 7. That's good. And I am doing it this way because I'm going to bring it up a little bit. But if you want to cut it down or cut it a little bit larger because you want that little swirl right on the very edge, then you can, you know, just make the adjustments for that. But so this is going to be the main card base here. Now the way I'm doing this, you will need a little bit larger machine because I'm going to cut into this side and go from there. But however is that you want to do this, and maybe I should have scored it later, but I'm going to put this down right here. And I'm going to, I think I'm going to stamp first and then do the our little wave here. And the other thing is, what's really sweet is this is 5.5 inches wide. So obviously our paper is 6 inches wide. I'm going to use the whole paper. So what I'm doing as I look at this is I'm going to eyeball this. There is one extra candle here. And even with the branches, there's the extra branch so you can keep going. Or if you just need a little bit more, you have that little piece of branch. So what I'm going to do is take this guy. You can die cut first and then stamp, or I just figured let's stamp first and then die cut, and I'm gonna bring it up a little bit higher because I'm gonna line this underneath with another piece of paper there. And basically I'm just gonna eyeball this and see kind of where it's supposed to go. And this one's gonna be this paper here. I just want to see that. If we have it here, pretty much goes to the end there. I'm trying to eyeball where the best placement would be. That one needs to go just about there. Okay. And I think this is big enough to pick this whole thing up. All right. And I'm going to get a stamping mat under here just so I can get some good stamping in case, because this is a big surface. I'll be right back. So I'm just going to ink this up. I have some hybrid ink here. This happens to be, and it's always out of stock, but if it's in stock, I will put it in the description box. This is Jane Davenport Squid Ink in black. And again, it's a hybrid ink, so you can use it with water-based markers or alcohol ink markers, whatever it is that you want. And what I'm going to do now is, again, eyeball that and try to keep it left to right as steady as I can. If you want to use a precision tool, a stamping tool, definitely do that. There they are. And I took my time with it. Generally with stamps, you can just press down and kind of come back up. It's not that we really have to press them as hard as we do. I think we're just used to doing that. But there they are. Super duper cute. And what I'm going to do is just take, you know, alcohol ink markers and color them in before I do the die cutting. So I will be right back. I do want to show you, I'm just adding a little color. I'm not like shading them or anything. And I'm going to leave the background of it white. So like there's just a little color with a white candle base. And on this last one, oh, I rearranged my craft space, so I'm like, my pens are further down than they used to be. If I look at the pattern, the next one should be this striped one here. So I'm just going to mimic that, but you don't even have to do that if you don't want to, but I just figured I might as well. So I'm just taking a micron pigment ink. It should be archival, so it should not spread or leak or anyway when you're coloring. Okay, I'll continue doing that. Again, just adding a little color here and there. I think I'm ready to go ahead and do the die cutting. Again, we have several different little borders we can put under there. Since this is a mini Slimline, again, it's 3.5 by 6. We don't have a super ton, area to do this. So, but you can always just cut this in just for fun, have that see-through up there. But for right now, what I'm going to do is take this little guy and line it up to what I had done here. And I can see that I'm still going to run out of room just at the very end, but that's okay. I'm just going to take care of that later. I do want this pretty close. I want to see where this might be. Now, I do want to mention on the carrier sheet for the large die of the month, they do show you how you can basically splice in this front part. So if you have a smaller die cutting machine with the width, it won't be a problem. I'm just laying it out and I'm going to cut this way, but you can definitely use a smaller die cutting machine with these, okay? But like I said, on the form that'll show you some stuff. So I just want to show you, like, let's say you use that one and this one. And you can just tape them down on your paper and it'll cut that gorgeous design, and then it'll cut the edge for you too. However you want to use them, mix and match, really, really fun. Okay, so again, I just want to see where those little dots are. I'm going to get it really close. As close as I can. And think that'll still be okay right there. And again, whenever you go to use tape, if there's an area that's going to cut away, then put your tape towards that area. That way you're not messing up your design or the paper that you do want to keep, right? So if for some reason your tape pulls away, rips a little bit off that, then it doesn't matter because that's just the excess. Okay, I'm going to put this in my die cutting machine and I'll be right back. Open this up. How cute. The dots are right on there. On this very last piece, I'm going to go ahead and just go like that. And I'm going to nip it just with some scissors. Just where I missed that end, because I really wanted to follow the curve. I could have moved it over just a little bit, but I'm just gonna pop that little piece off. Look at that, and the little dots are there. Super cute. Okay, for this next piece, I have a piece of coral paper here, just because I like coral right now. It's my color. And I want to lay it under this one. You can see, I do not know how deep it's gonna cut or the width. So what I'm gonna do is This paper is the whole 8.5, and I cut it into 3.5 inches deep. Actually, I'm gonna turn it this way because this piece is a little bit messed up. What I'm gonna do is then take this little guy, another low profile one, right? Because the other ones are a little bit wider. And I'm just gonna cut it across the whole thing because I don't really know where this needs to be to lay under this. You know, I can eyeball it like it probably is in this area, but I'm going to just put it at the very base of my paper. Again, it's 3.5 by 8.5. But if you want to make some calculations or eyeball it, and you can do that, of course. I'm just going to use the whole piece of paper, and then I'll trim it down as I need to. So that, again, stick this here, and I'm going to run this through, and I'll be right back. Okay, again, this was 3.5 inches deep. And I'm going to see where I can put this here. Oh, that is like perfect. Now, if you want those little dots to show, you can definitely have the dots show up a little bit. And I brought it down a little bit here, so I'll keep it that way because I do like that to show more of it. But if you also want to just cover up the dots, you can definitely push that up a little bit further and trim your paper down so you just have the little scallop, and then it goes like this, right? And then maybe we'll put some decorative paper in there. But let me think of how I want to position this again. That's kind of why I made my paper a little bit bigger, just so I can see what's going on. And I'll probably glue it down, and then I'll shear this piece off. So let me get some glue on the back of this. And that's how I'm layering it, but however you'd like to, you can definitely just do that. I'm gonna eyeball this again. And before I really push it down, I'm just going to make sure it's where I really want it to be. And I'll hold that down. And then I'll go over to my trimmer and just trim that piece of paper off. So I chose a piece of paper actually from the card kit. Really cute, that little gingham checker. 6 inches, because the paper pads are 6 inches wide. And I cut it down just a little bit smaller than 3.5, just because I like it to sit in there nicely and not kind of interfere with the score line there. So like just a hair smaller than the 3.5 inches. So I'm going to pop this in here. So it's exactly 6 inches. So just that one cut I had to make. And I think this looks really cute together. Look. And it's so light that, you know, if you want to write your message in there, of course, for your birthday message, you can do that, and it'll be easy enough to do with black pen or whatever color you like. So we have that. Look how sweet. Love it. I love the contrast of like that checker with the little swirly here. And so I'm going to do is use the happy birthday. And I think it's best positioned there. Really cute though if you made this higher up, like on a different type of card. We could go a little bit higher even with this mini Slimline, but you could stamp it down in this area, you know, after you have all your layers. Have the happy birthday down here, you can stamp it up there. However, so I'm just going to pick that up. I'm going to eyeball this, but if you want to use a stamp positioner, then you probably should do that. I'm just going to ink this up with a pink ink, and since I haven't used this stamp before, and I just want to make sure it's going to give me a nice impression. There you go. Again, with photopolymer stamps, sometimes you want to rough them up and get that dispersion layer they have on top. And I'm going right onto my project with this. If you're afraid to do that, I would definitely use a stamp positioner, or you can stamp it and then cut it again. But I'm just going to eyeball this about there. And just letting that really soak in. And there it is. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing those little sneak peeks of the card kit and the APG. I will follow up with tutorials on those, of course, and the links will be in the description box. Thank you so much, Spellbinders, for sending these items for my review. And I hope that was fun for you guys. Quick, sweet card with lots going on, and I'll see you all at the next one. Bye now.